Hi, and welcome to SimpleSpiritualityPH. Now, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Regine. I am an intuitive, manifesting-based tarot reader. I am a certified Reiki healer and an overall lightworker. And before we dive into today's video, I would like to invite everyone who would like to receive notifications of my new videos to please hit the subscribe button over there. If you like this video later on, please give it your thumbs up. If you have any comments, suggestions, you want to say hey, please do comment them down below. And if you would like your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me online for now, here are the details. Alrighty, so let's get to the meat of the video. Now, the nails are back. I love these nails. They're so chic. Actually, in the beginning, I thought that they wouldn't look that cute, but now that I have them on, it's like, oh, it's so pretty. Maybe I'll wear this to the J-Hope concert. Yes, your girl manifested J-Hope tickets. After such a lot, that's it. I'll vlog that. I'll vlog that. I'll tell my story. I'll vlog that for another time. But for now, let's get to this video. Now, this is a requested video about the love life of Jackson Wang. I totally have a crush on Jackson Wang. Let me just say that. And let me just drink some of my coffee. Now, Jackson Wang, I didn't know that he was a part of GOT7. Like, in the beginning. I probably found that out like maybe a couple of years, maybe 3-4 years ago, that he was part of GOT7 with Bam Bam, because I love Bam Bam as well. He's such a sweetheart. Both of them are sweethearts. And I am so kilig. Kilig is a Filipino term for, like getting butterflies in your stomach. I'm so kilig that Jackson Wang is actually a fencer also, because I also took up fencing. But anyways, I digress. So I'm so kilig for Jackson Wang. I do have a crush on him, but this is a love reading for the current love life of Jackson Wang. Now, I was called to pick out 3 cards. Let's make this card like current state. Let's make this card possible future. Ooh, and let's make this card his type, right? His type. So I don't know if Jackson Wang currently has a girlfriend or is dating someone. I did not look into that, but we're going to look at the dynamics of things, all right? So this one is current state of his love life. Very interesting. All right. I like this. This is very Jackson Wang, to be honest. Now, this seems to me like Jackson Wang is the type of person who can easily date who he wants, right? And this is actually also just stating the obvious, because have you seen him, right? He's very handsome. He's very debonair. That's the right word for it. He's very debonair. He tends to have a charm about things. He's very charming, and he exudes it. It's not just like a one-off charm. He exudes it. He lives and breathes charming, like Prince Charming vibes all over the place, right? And he was brought up well. It shows in his mannerisms, it shows in his manners, and it shows in the way he talks, right? And how he regards people, how he helps people. We see in videos, right? At least that's what we see in videos. Now, Jackson is the type of person who can actually currently make magic with, if he tries to date, like if he wants to date. And what I mean by this is he can steer any relationship in the course that he wants. Like, for example, if he wants to go way ahead or to the next level with a person that he might currently be dating, he can actually do that. He's calling the shots. However, if he wants to terminate it, he can do that as well. And in a very, let's say, in a polite manner, in a civil, polite, respectful manner. He is also the type of person I'm seeing here. Like currently, he is in a position where he can actually call in the woman or the person that he wants to date. I don't know if he's aware that he has a very powerful manifesting aura about him. That's what I'm getting right here. He can manifest. He's one of those people who just effortlessly manifests, because genuinely, I think he deserves good things. I think he believes that he deserves good things. And because of that, remember, whatever we feel, think, believe, and focus on 90% of the time will come to us easily. It doesn't even need to be 90%. It could be like 51% of the time, and it will manifest for us. But it has to be majority of what we're focusing on. It has to be majority of what we're feeling, thinking, believing, and focusing on. For Jackson, he is a type of person who can effortlessly manifest. I don't know if you know this, Jackson Wang, but you are an effortless manifester. And so if you wanted to, you could. If he wanted to currently, he could call in the woman of his dreams, the partner of his dreams, right here, right now. He's in a position where his manifesting powers are so strong and so on point, and he's so unbothered, he's not worried at all. And because of that, in an instant, right? He can manifest in an instant this person who he's probably been waiting for a long time. It seems to me like he has been waiting for quite a while for the right, well, not really the right, but maybe the person who he feels that is fit, who is fit for him to date, like the perfect aligned being, the perfect aligned person for him to date and have and share conversations with, a relationship with, stories, love, affection, and all of the above, right? Now, let's look at one possible scenario for Jackson Wang. Ooh, I like this for him. I like this very, very much for him. This tells me that if he plays his cards right, see what I did there? So, if he plays his cards right, if he manifests or calls in this person currently. Okay, so let's just get one thing straight. The energy that I'm getting is that he's not dating anyone. I know y'all are interested about that. So I could be wrong, but the majority of his energy right now is that he's not dating someone. Okay, fast forward. Now. Oh, and also things change. So by the time this video comes out, he might already be dating someone, right? But so this is current energy, as in, what is it today? It is Tuesday, February 25 or 26, I think. I forget. At 9 a.m. So currently, as of that time, he's not dating someone. All right, now, good change. Now, moving on here, now what I'm seeing is if he does call in that person, if he decides that, hey, and he tells the universe, hey, I want this person, and he's not worried about it, he's trusting completely, fully committed to the fact that he will get what he wants and he will get what he deserves, he could potentially end up in a long-term relationship. I foresee that it's possible. One of the closest possibilities for him is that if he does go along this path, that he might actually end up in a very committed, very long-term relationship. In fact, even considering marriage, which I love for him. I do deserve, like I said, I do believe that he deserves nice things. Well, I deserve nice things as well. You deserve nice things as well. You, the viewer, watching this, thank you so much. You deserve nice things. Remember that all the time. I do see that he could possibly consider marriage. I know that he's not afraid of marriage. I've seen an interview of him talking about marriage and talking about, children. And it very much shows here that he is open to the idea that if the circumstances for him are all lined up, like if the circumstances are to his favor, or rather not his favor, to his liking, he will continue this relationship. I see that he is also the type of person who knows when a good thing is going, and he continues that. He's not afraid to continue that, right? So these things, he does consider these things. He is not afraid to tackle these things. He knows when something is good, when something is going good, and he will protect that. And because he is a master manifester, oh, the nails came off. Okay, because he is a master manifester, he will see it through. He will succeed in it, you know? He will succeed in it. Whether he knows it or not, he is a master manifester and he will succeed in it. So, being a magician, he can call in the person of his liking and they'll manifest before his very eyes. And if that relationship is good, I do see a long-term, committed, possibly to marriage kind of relationship, which I love that for him. Now, for the last card, what is his type? His type of person to have. Let's focus on that, because I know a lot of people will be wanting to know what that is. Okay. So it seems to me, off the bat, the type of person who Jackson fancies, you know? What's his type, right? It seems to me like this person needs to be a grounded person. But simultaneously, this person can be glamorous. You know what I mean? Like, it's very difficult to describe, but this person can be humble and down to earth, but still be glamorous. So what do I mean by this? This is like, okay, imagine the ultra rich of society. You will not usually see branded items, like overtly branded items on an ultra rich person, especially if they're old rich, you know? They don't broadcast their wealth like that. But they don't shy away from having lots of money either. They don't shy away from being chic and glamorous either, right? Most of the time, they are well put together. Oh, that's my stomach, I'm getting hungry. They are put together very well. There is a style to them. There is an aura of being refined to them, you know? So you can be humble and still be glamorous at the same time. So this is the type of person that Jackson kind of fancies. You know, that's what I'm seeing. Like, they're not afraid to earn money. They're not afraid to have money, and they're not afraid to be rich and seek money. But at the same time, they're also not flamboyant about it. It's not loud. It's not the type of richness. It's not the type of wealth that is loud. So a very down-to-earth person, quite a down-to-earth person. I also see that Jackson appreciates spirituality. I'm not sure if he's aware of it, but he does appreciate spirituality. He appreciates the beauty in small things. He appreciates energy that is good and energy that is positive. He appreciates a strong will, a strong sense of will. Notice that almost the entire card is clad in yellow. And this tells me that the person who Jackson likes, or who Jackson fancies, or a person who Jackson might fancy, is a type of person who has a strong will, who is independent, who can think for themselves, who enjoys making decisions, who enjoys acting upon their own individuality, you know? The type of person who isn't easily swayed by trends, the type of person who isn't easily, who isn't easily influenced just because, you know, this person needs to have their own mind. This person needs to make a stance. This person needs to be able to act and think out of their own selves, you know. They're very firm in who they are and in their decisions, because Jackson is also like that. So he's looking for a person. He will most likely be with a person who is most like him as well. But this is very interesting because I can see also that Jackson can be quite flexible. You know what I mean? Like, he is the type of person who can be quite flexible, because as we see here in the other cards as well, if you see, most of them are blue and green. So this tells me that if his heart says that he needs to be flexible, he will do it, and he will do it lovingly. You know, there's no problem about being the bigger person for him. There's no problem about being the person who will make adjustments. He will be the person to adjust. So that is really, really crushable, you guys. As if I didn't like Jackson enough, right? That's so but yeah, he tends to be, he seems like he is that person who he will be the one to adjust. He is basically chivalrous. That's what I'm seeing. He is quite chivalrous, and he doesn't mind, actually, if the person that he ends up with is quite strong, quite headstrong. He will adjust. You know, he will adjust. And in fact, he likes that because he knows that he has the capacity to do that. You know, he knows that he can be the one to make the flexible, you know, he's the flexible one in the relationship. And so he can take on, like, in his mind, and he's correct, he can take on that type of personality who is headstrong, strong-willed, who is an individual for themselves, but he also prefers the person to be humble, but not like quiet. It's like a quiet brag, you know what I mean? Like, this person has money of their own, likes money. This is not to say that Jackson is like money hungry, you know, because money is an energy, and we all need to treat money like we love it for it to come to us, right? Money will not come to us if we treat it like we don't like it, you know? Like, imagine going to a person's house who doesn't like you. Will you go to that house? Of course not. So in order for money to come to us, and this is very important, in order for money to come to us, we need to like money. We need to love money. We need to treat it like a person, like a friend who loves us as well, you know? And so Jackson knows that, whether he knows it or not, but he's aware of that, whether he knows it or not. So he will really enjoy the company of a person who likes to make money and likes to have money, in that sense, being secure, financially secure for themselves. I mean, they don't need to be, because again, Jackson will adjust in that situation, but it is a plus for him. Like, it's kind of like a good addition if that person is financially stable and has their own money and is good at making money. You know, who doesn't want that, right? So yeah, that's the type of person that Jackson will like. And this has been a very interesting reading. I did not expect that at all. Oh, except for the adjusting part. I really do feel that he is the type of person who likes adjusting. So, I mean, he's the flexible one in the relationship, and that's so chivalrous of him. I like that part about him. So yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, suggestions, you want to say hey, please do comment them down below. If you would like to have your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me online for now, here are the details. Alrighty, now I do have a donation button down below. It is the only link by which you can donate. You're not required to do so, but if you would like to, you know, if you like my content, and would like to tip me, that is the only link by which you can do so, alright? And I will see you guys next time. Ciao for now.